Hello, everybody. Today we'll be doing a category analysis into the food and drink market in China. So we'll be analysing data from the past 5 years to really see which categories have had the highest growth within the China market. And also on top of this, we'll be looking ahead. So 5 years ahead to see really which categories are projected for the highest growth in the China market and also seeing what is actually driving this growth.
The chocolate category's growth is driven by rising demand for premium, giftable products, especially in urban areas. Box assortments are gaining traction around cultural gifting moments such as Chinese New Year and Valentine's Day, where elegant packaging matters. Growth in count lines and pouches reflects more frequent snacking and convenience-led buying among younger consumers. In contrast, stagnation in tablets and chocolates with toys points to decline in impulse-driven formats. A key shift is also now occurring in channel dynamics, with e-commerce rising from 23% to 33% of all sales from 2019 to 2024. It's now the lead driver for seasonal promotions in digital-first launches. The market is clearly segmenting, with growth tied to format innovation, seasonal relevance, and brand storytelling across the right channels. For sweet biscuits, fruit, and snack bars, the growth here reflects China's evolving lifestyle habits, on-the-go consumption, portion control, and a stronger focus on permissible indulgence. Filled biscuits and protein/energy bars are winning because they combine taste with added value. Declining segments like plain biscuits and fruit snacks lack this edge and are seen as outdated or lacking innovation. We're seeing clear generational differences. Gen Z and millennial consumers expect snacks to serve both sensory and functional roles, from mood enhancements or just energy boosts. It's not just what's about convenient, it's what about feels smart, modern, and satisfying. For savory snacks, the fragmentation of this category signals two things: a maturing consumer base and rising price sensitivity in mainstream segments. Legacy formats like potato chips and puff snacks are facing saturation and commoditization, especially in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. Meanwhile, higher growth subsegments like tortilla chips and mixed nuts align with dual demands for novelty and health. Trail mixes and nuts offer permissible indulgence, while tortilla chips appeals to a small but growing consumer base looking for bold, global flavors. This category is also being reshaped by private label and local challenging brands offering cheaper alternatives, meaning value is critical, but cannot come at the expense of differentiation.
For niche categories of momentum, these categories are thriving by capitalizing on the convergence of lifestyle, indulgence, and occasion-based consumption. Popcorn is gaining as a better-for-you treat, perceived as light, shareable, and fun.
The success of flavored popcorn shows Chinese consumers increasingly seek sensory novelty, sweet, salty, cheese, truffle, etc. Meanwhile, cider and RTDs are riding the wave of alcohol moderation and female-friendly branding. These drinks are lighter, more approachable, and aesthetically packaged, making them perfect for social sharing, both online and offline. Growth in these categories is less about volume and more about cultural alignment with social, aesthetic, and health-forward values.
So looking really at the strategic takeaways from all this. So the brands and categories that are growing all share a common trait. They align with the psychographics of younger, urban Chinese consumers. This consumer values self-expression, aesthetics, and functional benefits, all within accessible price points. Categories such as boxed chocolates, energy bars, nuts, and RTDs tick those boxes. Their format innovative, well-branded, and support either indulgence or physical wellness. Flat or declining segments tend to be those that haven't kept pace, either in format, function, or relevance. The strategic takeaway is clear. Growth depends on identifying where culture is moving and aligning products, format, and price accordingly.